Okay, we'll start again. Welcome everyone. We're back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I've just solved a puzzle. I'm sorry about there's a little things that skipped, but you guys didn't like miss a lot. And I think we are gonna go to the murder case because I think that's like should be pretty interesting. Before I do that, I need to put this on public. Here you go. All right.
For the love of Christ, spare us.
Let's head to the castle. Are we in here? No. Maybe the next one. We need to talk to the gravedigger. Actually, me and the gravedigger are pal. He's just a priest. Oh, here you go. How come this one is open?
God be with you. What would you like?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right.
I actually know him. Why are you talking like I don't even know him? We just fought like a couple days ago.
They too will fall silent someday.
True that. What can I do for you?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. True. She's lying in the morgue. But who the hell are you? Another Gawker?
Another? Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done to her, folk are always turning up to have a gawk. So if you ain't one of them Gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no. You can't shave her. No. No thumb for a souvenir.
Hey,
I don't
no.
want to take anything. I need to find something
Not a
out.
pervert.
What exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm worried something might happen to my friend.
That's true. She wasn't the first, and we can only pray that she'll be the last. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
New me.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right.
Huh?
You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
What?
Who is this Lumiere?
So we are
Used to
facing
work
a
for the local
serial
bailiff.
killer now?
I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
So for a year, they're like a murder in a couple of weeks.
Do you know
Where
where
are
the
the
last one got
cops?
killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this
Okay.
Lumiere got to do with this?
Wow, so we all
Like
have to
I
go
told
all the
you,
way
he
back.
used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to
This
speak with
Lumiere is
Lumiere.
like kind of
You know where I can find
suspicious
him?
because
At his
whoever
home in
like
Bohemia Street,
investigate
that's near
these
the
things
church.
can
You
also
won't
be a
find him at the
suspect too.
bailiffs no more. I
I've
don't
watched
know
every
exactly
ring.
why,
I
though.
played it too. I played it
Seems he
like
had
3
some
times.
quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
In the morgue. Oh, she's here.
My poor girl.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. Aye. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
Trading wine? Is he the guy who's standing on the streets?
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with
But that guy is so poor. I don't think he has like a
strict, but he's fair.
maid.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumiere.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely.
So he's been dating
She
with a
promised
guy
him she'd
who's
never
rich.
tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't
We
even
might
know
have
where
to
she
talk
met
with
him.
that Lumiere.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home. And then, I found her. Like this.
What do you mean, like this?
You haven't seen her yet, have you?
I haven't.
Then don't. It's a horrible thing to see. She was such a pretty girl. She had such beautiful brown hair. And it didn't even leave that untouched.
What do you mean?
Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why?
Why
None
would
of
the
it
killer
makes
want
sense.
his hair?
Sir,
Want her hair?
I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Let's examine the body.
So, let's see what we have here.
Ooh. It's rotten.
My God. Someone really did a number on her. Ugh. They ripped open her entire belly.
Ooh.
And it didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her.
So
They
she
found
was
her must look like a
bleed to death.
slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue's still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he?
What's blabbing?
These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh.
Ooh.
What did he do with it all afterwards?
I think he kept it. Since we're dealing with a serial killer, he might collect something for.
Did he really keep all the
stuff.
pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what color it was.
It was blonde.
Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all.
His arm. Definitely have arm.
The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
I don't think it has something to relate to Catherine.
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, and left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
I don't think it has something to do with Catherine. It might be just a side job. Alright, let's talk to that Lumiere. Where is he? He's just next. The crime scene is so far away. Should we go see the crime scene first? Because I feel like this Lumiere guy is kind of suspicious. Anyway. We could have gone there.
Gather round. You won't believe this. A whole day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
I think it's... That's the gate. No, no, no. We don't want to head there.
Don't worry. I'm a saint. I'm sorry.
So we head
Quality goods here.
here. Oh. You catch a breath.
Be careful. It's not safe.
Oh, here you go. They said about near the hole in the wall. It's a lot of blood.
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find. Christ, that's a lot of blood.
Did,
After seeing what they
did
did
the
to her,
murderer
I'm not surprised.
skin her here?
I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood. It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
Really? There's nothing here? What'd you find, but?
Here, Mutt!
Can we ask about the people around here? There's this charcoal burner. Okay. Maybe not much here. And we'll like go back to here.
Be careful.
So we
deserve to have
can
some fun. And the
talk to this new mirror. Before we talk to them, the hell is this?
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm
I have some hair, oh duh.
I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up. Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Why is that?
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am.
I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
What do you
But I
mean?
need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Nothing is gonna stop me. I can't use my brain. Oh, Jesus. This is like level 100 roasting. I'm actually very convincing, though.
Because I know people, and can easily convince them. In the end, they spill their guts.
Is that so? What about me? Do you think I'll spill my guts too?
A moment ago you were moaning in pain, and now you're deliberating whether or not to tell me what you know.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too.
So the murderer wants to kill
That's what
mates.
most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards.
Ooh.
An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
So someone who is a maid or a prostitute, you know, in general considered more low class woman.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called
Yeah,
the
wenches, all
You
that.
said her body was never found.
They are
She just got
there
out of
to
town.
serve
You have
and
no idea
please
how much
men.
I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The whole is a world of its own,
and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
I know about Mo.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I
Oh,
never
so
could
it's
pin
not
it
about
on her.
class.
She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing.
So
When
we
I
need
asked
to
him
go
about
to a
Zdena,
hole. A
he
lot of
told me
people
he'd
can
rather
ask
rip
questions
his own
about.
tongue out than talk.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting.
Maybe it's the murderer.
I'll try to see
The
what else I
murderer
can find
probably
out
is
from her
some
mother.
higher
Where
up
can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad.
because he owns a
Died
weapon.
of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't.
And
help
also
those two
the
girls now.
victim, that
They
Alice.
can't help us with our investigation.
She's also
either.
seeing
There's nobody
this
else left who could
boyfriend
tell us
is
anything
like
about them.
really wealthy.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff.
I know about
Kuttenberg
that.
is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it too.
Behind the bailiff's back.
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
Why is that?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
We can convince them.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear.
Vomiting is actually pretty easy to do.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the
Maybe
last
the
victim,
Thieves Guild know
Chalice,
about him.
also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Wait, isn't Alice just like blonde?
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
I'm sorry. Careful.
Heal! Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Okay.
No, not money. Well,
Stay close to the
have
others.
a bowl as well. Quality wares.
Anyway,
Wood vinegar.
Oh, excuse me.
Here we go. Here's the father.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
I can improve my reputation.
I would like to atone.
I'm tempted to banish you from the holy ground,
Maybe some.
Don't delay.
I need to do pilgrimage? I don't know what that means. So we
Father,
probably do about
I need to
ask
you a few
about questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
I fear for my sister. She's also a maid.
Yes. Fear for those close to you is commendable. What would you like to hear?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Grahl family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. At least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, when she was smaller, it was fine. But when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
So she had a bad childhood.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Sorry about that. My landlord said there's a package for me.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarko was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction,
Well, not exactly, right?
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
You're just not corrupt enough.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant. Even if she had lived.
She pregnant?
what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music. I'm sure he got her with child.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor
All right,
girls'
all right.
heads.
We know about an important person, but I don't think his accusation is correct enough.
And does anyone else come to mind?
This guy's just like a
No
priest.
other man spoke with her.
No, absolutely not.
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Why are you hiding things from
But
me?
this is important. Do I look like someone who's asking out of curiosity?
All right. Lumiere accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumiere. That man has gone completely mad.
Till we meet again.
Shit, I don't want.
Till we meet again.
The hell is this? Oh shit, I put the wrong thing. I always don't understand why my horse has like a debuff reduced to 30. Why is that? Maybe it's a bug or something? Here it displays 48, but it says 30 here. Where's William though? He didn't mention about the bar. In the they just say in the tavern. Since we don't have much to talk about, not much to find out anyway. Let's head there. A lot of people is drunk here. 1, 2, 3. I already like saw 3 people. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the whole town was drunk in the morning.
Fine day for some fine wares.
I'm sorry.
Come and take your pick.
I always feel like this doesn't make much sense.
Stay close to the others. It's not
Hey there.
Day to you.
Oh, he doesn't
Care,
have
sir.
job. I thought he knows something about the thief.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we need to talk to the mole guy.
Greetings, my friend.
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me.
I joined your fight. How come they don't recognize me?
Bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
What does it matter? I want you to tell me something, so you should tell me.
Kindly leave it up to me what I should or shouldn't tell you. So, I'll ask you again. Are you a good guest or a bad guest?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good
He wants money.
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be, my good man?
What if I simply paid you, and you tell me what I want to know?
Ask away.
I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible the chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer.
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
I don't want to pay you any more. I think you could answer my questions directly and not always try to wheedle money out of me. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask me anything you want.
He's so scared.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern
What?
tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also
A
had
bard?
a suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
A bard? That might have something to do, like the last victim has. She listens to music too.
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say?
Is that
Called
William?
himself William.
Hey!
As I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern in the evenings. But
Miners'
sometimes he
Tavern.
shows up here too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had 2 close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared, and she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
Shit.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Where's that valley? Oh, it's all the way here. So this is the charcoal burners. That William is like,
This'll be interesting.
he's drunk too.
Are you Sternat? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
I won't be intimidated by that.
Better men have tried it than a cock puller like you.
Cock puller? I'll fucking pull you clean off. I'll kill you. Ah. 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 Mercy, leave me be.
Huh? You're not so tough now, eh?
Well, had enough.
Fuck yeah, damn it. What the hell do you want from me?
Talk. Where's Zdenna?
The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago, she scored big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took the stuff to him.
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels. Gold and silver. No bloody pewter. She had some fucking huge golden signet ring. A bloke could fuck for a whole month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know. I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive, that's for sure.
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows, even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that tavern of theirs. Made him sing songs and that. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
The priest?
And what about this priest? Why was he quarreling with her?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about finding her a job. Only she didn't want it.
Could she have run away with that bard?
I doubt it. He was a bit of a milksop. He tried to be all mysterious and played a tough fella. But you could see he was lying. And Zdenna could see right through him, I bet.
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves. So I cornered him in a dark alley one time. He ran away so fast, I bet he shit himself.
Okay. Can actually like go out of this city first. I wanted to question the charcoal burner first. All the leads are pointing towards this William guy. I'm not so sure. Let's ask about the.
Easy. Easy.
Charcoal burner first.
Nice and slow.
You almost ran me over.
God. Go. God.
Oh, shit. Our signal was pretty bad. I'm sorry about this. We heading the right direction? Wait a second. Is there a lock? I feel, yeah, the frames drop like really crazy. Let me just take a look. Wow, it is actually like pretty slow. Oh, no. Actually it's alright. It's not that bad. I see. I think we're slowly climbing back up.
Hey! Do you want that horse?
God.
I'm just like riding along anyway.
God. Quick.
We just follow the road until we saw like a big bridge. And we cross it and then head south is probably like where it is.
God. God. Quick.
I think that's the bridge.
Quick. Quick.
Yeah, that should be the charcoal burn camp.
Go. God.
Whoa, whoa. I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Foreman? Is he at an office or something? Wait, maybe it's him? That's not him. Maybe it's in these houses?
At your service, sir.
No. Where can I find him?
Oh, you gooch.
How come you don't just tell me where he is normally? Where's the foreman? Gives me like no clues. Is he like inside? He's not inside. It's not here. Where the hell is he? Yeah, that's not.
My respects.
It's just the charcoal burner. Oh, here he is.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
Without getting seen by any witnesses.
What do you mean? What witnesses?
I mean you. If I tried anything, you'd remember me.
Well, that didn't occur to me. That would really be stupid of you.
I really only want to talk to her.
Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside.
What happened?
I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage. But be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Till we meet again.
What? She's actually inside? So is this cottage? We haven't searched about this. Hi there.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumiere thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumiere? From the rat house? He sent you?
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumiere thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man. But young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Von Groll?
Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back. But beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... Oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Grolla had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
That's why she got an empty
So
pitcher.
that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly, every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go, and cursed.
Aha, and what did he say?
He said Scheisse, in German.
So he's a German.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street, Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
Two people.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all, and then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed, just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though, I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers.
Ooh.
Lecture. Only when I
Not
got
good.
to my room, I could hear him snoring. It couldn't have been him.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
See you soon, my friend.
Okay.
Can I help you?
All of a sudden, we're not friends anymore.
You're always welcome here.
I talked to Stanya, and I wanted to ask you one more thing.
Why? I wasn't there. I can't tell you anything.
What do you remember about the night she came to you?
She came running all terrified, kept babbling something over and over. She had some bruises and was all covered in blood, which scared me. But it wasn't anything serious, just smeared everywhere.
And did she mention a name or anything? Anything useful?
No, nothing. Just kept saying she got away from them. Till we meet again.
Can we, Actually, I don't think there's, like, anything here. We can keep... We can keep going outside the city and check out.
What are you doing, you whistler?
Let's head to there.
God! Go! Go! Go!
Am I even heading the right direction? Then we, yeah.
Quick! Go! God!
This row.
God!
Just go straight until we reach the river.
God! Quick! Go! Quick! God! God! Quick! Quick! Quick!
You can head here through this row. So now.
Go! God!
And
Go!
here.
God! Go!
That's where it is. Wait a minute. Okay. Where can I talk to this dude? He's not inside here. Oh, this is the miller.
Good afternoon.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his Denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonard said something different.
You're a friend of Stonard's, are you?
God forbid. That's all I need.
He's an asshole. I just kicked his ass.
But he was the only one who really knew Denner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Denner? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right. but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
What can you tell me about Zdena?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she came to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything.
She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
That ring might be important.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Zdena was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdena thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Denna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Farewell, sir.
Okay. So it should be the fort that, yeah, we... in the woods, right?
Track.
Let the dog track it a little bit. See where he tried to lead us. Come on, Mutt. He's just walking in circles. Oh.
You silly doggy. How come it's open?
Oh, it actually like stops him from tracking.
Search.
Hmm. Where is he going? I think he's just leading us to the G point, right? Wait a minute. Should be somewhere here. There's blood over there. Shit.
There has to be that ford Pike was talking about. I should take a look around here.
There's blood all over. Oh, here we go.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes.
Oof.
They're torn up. But I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something.
Looking for the ring, right?
I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh,
Oh, we got the
must be one
ring.
she stole. How did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
Aye, come here. Look what I have for you.
Have some sausage here. I need to go talk to that Matthew dude.
Go. Die. Die. Go. Quick. Die. Quick. Quick. Oh, you pooch. Go.
Of course, I had the wrong direction. Shit.
Ka. Die. Quick. Go. Quick. Die. Go. Quick.
Oh, there's no water effects. I thought for the game like this, there should be some water effects, but there's not now. Okay. Still.
Quick.
Maybe it's because it's first person, they don't expect people to like look at it.
Quick! Go!
What is this? Is this a church? Monastery or something like that?
Go!
Miners are still working. But I think it's like...
Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Hey!
Whoa, whoa.
I'm sorry.
Filthy again. Damn it.
Here's William. This looked like
I'll have a jug of
strong.
wine.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you. You better spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
Okay.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
Well, the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
Before she gave you the boot for an ordinary charcoal burner.
That's not true. She'd been seeing that charcoal burner long before she met me.
And you didn't mind?
Why should I? I didn't want to marry her.
So what did you want from her then?
You're yanking my pizzle, right? Of course I wanted to fuck her, but no, we never got around to it.
Someone wanted to kill her.
What? Her? Yeah, but... What does that have to do with me? It wasn't me, and I don't know anybody who'd want to do that either.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Taking their time again.
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
Well, Zdena's days of stealing are over.
They caught her. I told her she'd be better off traveling.
She's
with
dead,
me.
dumbass.
Worse. Someone killed her. It's been a while now.
So her too? Jesus Christ.
I'm afraid so. I'm sorry.
Thanks. Though it should have occurred to me since you're asking about her.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind.
And might she have stolen a ring from him?
I don't know. I had to disappear before she succeeded. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against
I don't think
God.
it's him.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's sake, I'd never kill anybody.
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
There's like the miner's quest.
Greetings. I'll have a look.
Oh, this is for the drinking book, eh?
I'd like to discuss... Do we have it?
You'll have...
Aye. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Yeah, same to you.
We need to know about that nobleman.
Keep close to
Oh.
others. It's not safe here.
He's sober now.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more
shit.
details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
No way, man. I don't think so.
And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
I don't think he's strong enough. He's old.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Groller family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family.
I think
The
it
mother
has something
is
to do
quite
with this
devout.
Von Groll
Spent
family.
a lot of time in prayer.
That ring has probably has
Old
something to
von
do with
Groller's
it too.
been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him.
You
I heard
guys
the
are so
daughters of
lazy. You
important men
didn't
come to see
even
him.
gather the evidence.
It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the
No,
moment
it's
he's
not.
back,
These
there's
two
another
people
murder.
are the least
Really?
possible.
But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But Yarka
These
spent her evenings out
incapable
on the town.
fucking son of a
Prokop.
bitch.
Whoever killed her must have met her out and about.
But we can't possibly know that.
That's true. We've got little to grasp at. And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
To
Yes,
make it
I
impossible
know.
To tell she was pregnant, I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
No, not
I
him.
was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That making babies and murdering folks require different tools.
But who would it be if not the father?
Someone who stood to lose something because of the child. Money,
Yeah,
reputation,
exactly.
honor.
Freedom?
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No,
She-
didn't stop to find out.
He's a German.
Just ran.
And the fallen something
why she
is
survived.
always about
And what about
Germans,
the
so
blood
it
in the
is the
bedroom?
noble
She cut her
family.
hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner. She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher.
Scheisse.
He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father
That's too
Prokop
much.
is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why he wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body.
I think they just miss it.
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because
She
of
was
someone
pregnant
particular?
with one of their child.
That's possible.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
That makes much more sense. That a young noble will kill because he doesn't want the inheritance to be fucked up.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
True.
We could be getting somewhere.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdena robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you wanna search their house?
There's nothing
Oh,
else
we have to
can
sneak
do.
in.
There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure
I
it
can
out.
be a swordsman. This could be like pretty interesting.
Nice one.
Alright, you guys stay there.
Here you go. Take it.
Go and see her then.
You know what she's like.
We gotta continue this like later. We can go to the minor quest. I wanna like infiltrate as a swordsman.
She turned her back on the whole family.
What's the fun like if we can always just break in when our stealth stats is like so high nowadays? I just feel like it's kind of like easy. We can always do that later if we can't find anything with the skill, right? But I think we're gonna do this like next day. We can like go talk to the miner finally. He said he got something to talk with us.
Excuse me.
No fucking good at all. Pins! You can't be here.
Oh shit, I want to... Ah, they closed it. I want to buy some clothes. Because I noticed my
I'm sorry.
my clothes is like broken now.
Careful.
There's like some... I think some of them we can repair some of the... damages. Foreman Fouch. Can we talk to him? Yes. What the hell?
Greetings, Vlak. Last time you said I should stop by. Do you have anything new for me?
God be with you, kidder. Of course I've got something for you.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. Glad to see you, Henry.
How's it going in the mine?
Oh, we was hewing when a puncheon hit me napper. It's like black pudding now.
Of course. I don't quite understand, but I believe you.
Well, to hell with you. I'm glad to see you. It's good you came, because Vlak here is a canny job for you.
I'm glad to finally get a word in. It's great you didn't leave us in the lurch and came back, Henry.
Oh, why wouldn't I? I'd love to have a beer with you. After all, in Skalitz, I grew up among miners.
How are you, lad? Join us in the pit. It'll be a real good change of pace.
Aye, there's half and chink in it. But you look like you'd rather have a weapon in your hand than a pickaxe, eh?
One beer, please.
True. I'm my lord's protector, and that's done better with a sword than a pick.
Fair enough. But if you brace someone on the napper with a pickaxe, they won't be moving either. But let's get to the point.
Aye, it's a damn serious matter.
The most serious. War mining tradition.
What?
Uh-huh. That smells like more trouble.
You proved yourself to be one of us, Henry. And that's why I'm inviting you to our traditional shoot fest. And that's not all. As the gaffer of the St. Anthony mine, by the authority entrusted to me, I offer you the honor of ganning with us to consecrate the Pitman's Stang.
What?
Tell me, do you accept the offer?
Unfortunately, I have no idea what this is about.
Winning, of course! The Poppingee's right round the corner, and our pit always wins the competition, and...
Hold your water, Francie. It's about the consecration of the ceremonial St. Anthony Stang, and taking an oath before our patron saints.
We have to go around all the kirks and get them to bless war miners' standards. War champion Anton Kaspar can see to that. But we have to protect him, so nothing happens along the way. So, are you coming?
Well, how could I turn down such an honor?
Grand. Glad to hear it. Tomorrow morning, Francie and our best marksman Anton will wait for you at the Church of John the Baptist.
Oh, it's a shooting contest.
Now, and be there on time.
I see. So we need to go there tomorrow morning.
What was that sound?
I don't know what they're like. What's the problem? Oh, so we go to the here in the morning. Why is there like 2 question marks? How come the room is here and the house is here? I don't understand.
What? I suppose it was nothing.
I'm sorry.
But I need to like... I can read the book and then we'll go to the shooting contest tomorrow. After the contest we can probably like go apply for a job.
I'm sorry.
Here we are.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Supposed to go to the prison and have nothing to wear.
Stop by then. It's not like he'll be needing any of them.
How long has it been since he went missing?
It'll be 3 years.
Who the hell are you?
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Hendel in sword fighting.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it.
Are you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. But isn't it a bit late? You won't get much practice in with him
So
now.
he's the servant, okay.
Best before noon. The young master will be well rested and full of strength. God be with you, good sir.
Okay.
Christ, pardon me.
That's my place. Oh, I can save in both places. I see. I want to read the drinking book. Didn't take us that long to finish it. Save the game. I think we go to the shooting contest first. Then we like infiltrate the house.
You silly dog.
Hey, Catherine is here.
Why is this all sticky?
Get up.
I'm sorry.
We have a shooting contest. What's that? I have alcoholism? Oh shit. I wonder if hair or dog can like heal it. Oh, it actually can. Nice. Need to make more of these hair or dog.
Stay close to the
Hey lad, good to see you.
Hey there.
Morning, Tonies. I see you have the stand with you.
Of course. That's what it's all about, man.
We've already had it blessed by the local priest.
What? You didn't even wait for me?
Don't worry. You're not missing out. We still have a long way and 2 more churches to go.
Ah, got it. A nice walk through town, eh?
Aye, you could say so.
You must be the champion marksman, Anton Kaspar, right?
That I am. And I swear as long as I'm shooting, the strike Tonys will never lose their competition.
Are you really that good?
Well, this year is just my second competition, but I won last year.
Old Lazar used to be our top marksman, but his eyes gave out.
What if we run into those saints who stole your stag last time?
Luckily, their churches are on the other side of the tomb.
That may be, but their tavern's on the way, so watch your step, Maris.
Why do you consecrate the miner's stag?
It's a local pitman's tradition.
Aye, every year before the shoot first, the different pit teams go around to their churches. Like Francis says, tradition.
Interesting custom. We don't have anything like that back home.
Why, aye. Interesting, and sometimes a wee bit wild. We have to watch out for the saints.
Let's go, Maris. We can crack on the way. First we'll go to the upper church of the Virgin Mary, and then to the church of St. George. And we have to make it before dark. Otherwise, we're out of luck.
What if
All
we
right.
actually hewed at the course down in the bottom road?
We got an opening, I read, but the windlass broke loose, so the carpenters have to make a new one.
Ah, it'll be a week before we can get hewing again. To hell with the pit. Better to hear some crack from you, Henry.
So, tell us, Mara, where are we going with that stag of yours?
You're crocking there like one of us, man. You'll be joining us in the pit soon, eh?
Need pit for him. He's like to break his arm with a kebble.
Aye, I'll ding his head on the rock, eh?
I don't understand you much, but as far as dangerous work goes, I reckon you two are experts, eh?
That's what this is all about, but every year before the shoot fest, all the pit crews get their stangs blessed in the churches, so the mound gives us silver and nothing bad happens.
And also for the shooting to go well.
I wonder who the Lord favours in shooting then, eh?
Why, aye, that's as plain as day, but the best shot, of course.
I'm pretty surprised Sigismund hasn't banned your shooting yet.
You're right as it happens. I'm surprised too. I expect he's afraid that would scunner the miners and the bankmen too.
Aye, there's something to that. All the lords need that silver, so we yakkers get half in respect.
What about Jorg Preng? Is he going to compete too?
Aye, he won't miss the shoot fest. He's one of the best marksmen in Kuttenberg.
Good
But
boy.
he's still got nothing on Anton here, right, lad?
He'd have to be completely blind and crippled too. Jorg will be weeping his way home like last year. And I'm not afraid of Gaffer
I feel like we have to be the marksman this year.
He's not the youngest and he lacks speed.
I don't know, Henslin. Is he good?
Aye, he's not a bad bloke, but we didn't gang near gang much.
Hold your water, Franzi. He's the one who convinced my pa about the new scene.
Aye, but the catch is, Henslin was right about that.
About what?
Never mind. We shouldn't be talking shop here.
Tell me more about your competition. What makes it so special?
What makes it so special? Why, we have the royal seal of approval. Wait,
I thought this quest is already like the shooting, so it's not.
Of course he did.
Good doggy. Good boy.
And they...
So far, so good, eh? Not a saint in sight.
Hey, bother. They've probably got other problems.
How do you mean?
Nothing. Just that you don't need to bother your head. And where's that local priest got to?
Who knows? Maybe still in bed, eh? Should we wait?
Maris, I've got an idea. A reet canny one.
Oh my god.
We have a bit of time, so we could get the saints back for pinching our stang and play a wee prank on them at their tavern.
What? I thought consecrating the stang was a serious matter. At least Vlach seemed solemn enough yesterday.
How we, man? We'll show the saints we're no feared of them. Vlach doesn't even have to find out.
I'm for it. The tavern is right around the corner, and there won't be many people there right now. But above all, Francie, no stealing.
Of course, we won't pinch nothing. On the contrary, we'll give them a wee gift for their tavern. Yesterday, I took 6 as braes, and I'll tell you, man, they're reet minging.
Aha! So it's not your feet that stink here.
Why did you take them, Buds?
Why, aye. Best thing would be to hang them from the window of the saints' tavern instead of their banner.
That'd be a laugh. They'll know we've been there and get their
Jesus.
pistols good and proper. What do you think, Henry? Can you manage that?
Of course. Count me in. I'll be happy to get revenge on Preng and his men.
All right, then we'll split up. I'll wait here at the parish. Franzi will watch the front of the tavern, and Henry will hang up the braes.
I agree. Let's get to it, Franzi.
Why, aye. Quick and careful then, so as you don't get seen. The saints would soon get wind of it.
Here's the braes. Hang 'em high up on the stub.
Oh my god.
The pole with the pulley, sticking from the loft into the street.
Good luck then. When it's done, I'll meet you across the street from the tavern.
Excuse me.
How do we get up there?
This window with the beam. This'll do. What a sight. 6 of stinky braes hanging proud. Can't be overlooked.
Ow. Nice.
They had it coming, the arsehole.
So I'm back from the tavern, mates.
Maras, man. Here, we say Maras.
And how'd it go, eh?
All done. The braes are getting an airing.
Ah.
It's just too bad the saints won't appreciate how nice and right they are from that height.
Not so. I can already see a swarm of flies.
I didn't expect it to go so smoothly.
I'll give it a rest. You didn't have to get up there. And it wasn't easy.
For
It is
sure.
easy.
A canny job, kidder. How bonny they look hanging there.
Of course, but we'd better get out of here, eh?
I got a bit droopy somehow. How about stopping at our tavern in Hwadek?
Aye, couldn't hurt to go for an ale. What do you say, Henry?
Shouldn't we first finish the rounds and bless the stand?
Nearby that, it's along the way. Besides, we'd better get off the street for a while.
That's true. The saints wouldn't dare come into our tavern. Let's go, lads. Christ, I'm droopy as fuck.
Aye, I can't wait. Can't go wrong with a beer.
Like I said, finally a good idea.
I knew you wouldn't let us down. Too bad you don't want to join us in the mine.
Who wants to join in the mine? Working in the mine is like terrible.
Excuse me.
Don't be shy. Come closer and take a look.
Look over there. Fucking stripies. You want to smack on the gob? Come on, you
What a
traitors. We'll
coincidence.
smack your
We're
gob
two
to high heaven
Tonys.
and pop you like a cork, you cowards.
What's that?
Gan and kick at the prank we played at your inn.
Was? Aye, we decorated it real canny for you.
Gott, ihr Schweine. You won't walk out of here.
The saints stink like Brocks with wee little cocks.
Ich schlage dir die Fresse ein. Have them, lads.
Oh shit.
Zum Teufel.
Wow! Holy shit.
Take that fucker out, damn it! How about this, you horse? Good! We'll finish this quickly. Bastard! No chance. Nice strike.
Sucker, that's just
Fight! You haven't a chance!
What's the combo?
Nice hit! Let him have it.
Holy shit! Whoa! I make a crazy move there.
Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard! I knew I'd get him.
That was a hell of a fight. But we won. Hey, Henry,
Fuck of a job.
let's go to our tavern before the catchfolds get here.
You silly doggy.
I'm sorry.
Let's run.
Christ.
Get away. Oh shit, guards here. I don't know anything about this. Run away.
I apologize.
Careful.
Sure does. Go on then. How was it?
Where's the other guy?
It's a whole different world compared to this.
You're the kind master.
Did you bring anything back with you?
Empty pockets and a whole lot of gossip.
The big city. There's no place like it.
Oh, such a nice and peaceful stroll. How you doing, Anton?
Nothing broken. The main thing is, we won that brawl.
Them cunts ended up worse. But I got dunched up. I reckon all my ribs are broken.
So I see. For a moment, I was almost worried about ye.
Nee fash about me. When Tess sees you've been brawling, she's gonna pull your leggies up to your head.
Why, aye. That Tess of mine is a wonderful lass.
She hardly deserves you.
Enough of that. She can't find out about this, right?
I won't tell anyone about the brawl. You can count on me.
That's the way. Denial is best. But you're worried, Anton, right? Since you're meeting your Tess tonight, eh?
Why, aye. Her pa has a guild meeting, so the coast should be clear.
So? What did you get?
Get what?
A gift? What did you get her? It's her birthday, isn't it?
Huh?
Wait. You don't mean to tell me you forgot?
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
God, I knew I was missing something. Because of the procession, I completely forgot about her birthday.
Forgetting to get your girl a gift. That's what I call serious trouble.
Easy, Anton. We'll think of something.
I got some jewelry, you might want it.
I have to stay with the Stang, and after that brawl, we have to lay low for a while anyway, before going to St. George's. And then it'll be too late to look for a gift.
Heat up. We'll surely figure something out. What do you think, Henry?
What does your Tess actually like, Anton?
Like any woman, nice clothes, perfumes, going for walks, roses.
Good enough. The roses and perfume are interesting, We can work with that.
Where can we get fresh roses?
Where they're rarer than silver in this town, but there's a few gardens hereabouts. Most of them are well watched, but I know of one garden in the cobbler's quarter by the walls. The house in front of it's locked, but if you can certainly get into the garden somehow.
Wait, does that mean you'll help Anton?
And why don't you go?
Sorry, but the saints licked me good. I'm so banged up I can hardly walk. Can you help Anton by yourself?
Of course. I'll be happy to help a friend. And there's nothing horrible about getting some flowers or perfume.
Good on you, me Mara. I knew you were a canny lad.
Can I just give the
Give you a decent
perfume?
fight for it. I'm not as poor as I might look, you know.
What kind of perfume does Tess like?
She keeps gunning on about some perfume her neighbour Elsa has. I think that would surely please her. But careful. I think Elsa's a little jealous of Tess because of me. So dinna tell her I sent you.
Where can I find Elsa?
That's simple. She lives in a house on the upper market. She's the daughter of your Lynn, the cobbler.
I'll go and get Tess a gift and be right back.
Grand. We'll wait here for you, but don't take too long so we can still make the last kirk.
Where do we have to go? Or we have to go to the Eden, or we can go talk to the
I'm sorry.
Elsa.
Be careful.
Why is he covered in blood?
Was ist los? What do you want of me?
I just need a little favor from you. My name is Henry, and I've just come to town. I'm interested in alchemy, and I heard that you have some wonderful perfume with secrets yet unplumbed.
So? Wirklich? Is that really what they say?
Certainly. And you really do smell wonderfully. It's cinnamon, isn't it?
Ah, richtig. And, can you guess the rest of the secret?
Well, I'd like to, but for that, I would require a phial of your perfume. Of course, I would gladly pay you for it, my lovely lady.
Nine. Keep your money. I want to know if you can
Oh,
guess what's in my purse.
but alchemy is like pretty high, so I think I
If
can
you
like.
fail, nothing lost. And otherwise, someone else would soon discover the secret anyway.
An interesting offer. Let's see how I do.
Here's a file. Und viel Glück, my young little alchemist.
All right, we got it. Oh, we just need one. So once we get the perfume, we don't have to like get the roses too.
Buy them. It's not like he'll be
I'd
needing
like a
any
beer.
of them.
How long has it been since he left?
Greetings to you.
Ah, excellent. Here's that garden. Now how do I get in?
Oh wait. Oh, we had all the way. Oh shit, we had the wrong direction. Oh, we can get the flowers too. Okay. So let's get the flowers too.
I made it. Roses like that would please any woman. They smell so lovely. And now back to the miners, so they don't think I blew them off.
I'm sorry.
Need to pay the tithes. Give something to the church.
Be careful.
Please,
Christ.
man. I need some help.
I don't have time. Sorry.
Taste the less of my heart. The
Oh
body is
fuck!
less
What
than
happened?
all of-
Franzi, what the blazes is going on here?
Hey, good you're here, Henry. Do you have that gift?
Yes, here it is. Tess should like it.
Grand. I told Anton you wouldn't let him down. Here's something for your help. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well, fine. Thanks. But what's up with Anton?
Anton was afraid you weren't coming and that Tess would dump him tonight, so he had a few beers. And first he drank for thirst, and then for courage, and finally for grief.
I understand his concern, but did he have to get that sotted?
Hey, Anton doesn't have an easy life, and Tess is his sole source of joy in this world.
All right, but what are we going to do now? We have to finish the procession, right? And what about our champion drinker? How will he shoot tomorrow? And how's he going to make it to the last church like this?
I wouldn't worry about the shooting. You don't know miners. He'll snap out of it in a few hours. Worse will be getting him to the Church of St. George so he can take the oath in front of Priest Tobias.
Go on then.
Look, it's a long story.
I've got time. Go ahead and talk.
Anton isn't poor. He's only a miner because he was forced to, and because he had terrible luck. His father put all his money into opening a new mine. Except then Sigismund came and the miners were afraid they wouldn't make a profit.
Wait, his father is a miner?
Unfortunately, he was. He had a stroke when Sigismund came to town.
Well, what am I supposed to make of that?
The miners didn't want to dig a new shaft because they were afraid that Sigismund would cancel the concession and they wouldn't make a profit. Except old Anton had to put all his money into it. And when he heard, it floored him. And he never recovered.
So it's Sigismund's fault?
Why, aye. As long as that Hungarian horde is here, they won't be digging any new silver seams.
And what does that have to do with Tess?
Her father, Linnart, is a well-respected burgher, and he has already betrothed Tess to Anton.
So what's the problem?
Just that Anton doesn't have any money for the dowry. And now Linnart is looking for a better match for his daughter.
Fine. I'll carry Anton to the church.
Excellent, lad. And
I got hair, old dog. I don't understand why we can't, like...
God, why am I such a do-gooder?
It's settled then. I'll take care of the stang, you take care of Anton. Now just have to make sure we can still catch Father Tobias at the church.
Careful now.
God,
I'm
so heavy.
as a herring.
I swear, if
What-
you
what's
puke
up
on
my
me,
belly?
I'll break both your arms.
It's not far from
and
here
that'll
to
be
the
the
St.
end of
George's Kirk. But get a move on so we can get out of tune. The saints will surely leave us alone if we can get past the walls. And don't worry, I know Father Tobias.
doggy, good
He's a
boy.
canny bloke. Everything will be fine, you'll see.
Christ.
Damn it, Francie.
I haven't been along this way for
Just
a
explain
long
one
time.
thing to me.
I'm never
What?
upside down.
What are you ganning on about?
Interesting.
What's the deal with those saints?
They just don't like us, man, you know.
Well, before the brawl, they were shouting that you're traitors.
Fuck that.
Why are you traitors?
We're not traitors, but it was our alderman who decided to open the gates of the city to Sigismund, not us. And there's no point in playing the hero, like Pren tried.
Well, what did Pren do?
He and his men refused to open the calling gate for Sigismund.
What? And you surrendered, just like that? Without a fight?
And what else are we supposed to do, eh? Once that French cunt Brabant and our Burgermeister surrendered to Sigismund, there was no point in putting up resistance.
Look, what's really going on with Anton and Tess?
I just told you a while ago. Tess's father is a reputable cobbler, and Anton's just a young yucker.
So what? That's obvious, right? No reason to suddenly get shit-faced.
But that's exactly his bad luck. Anton's not poor. He inherited a house from his father, who arranged the marriage years ago with Tess's pa, Linnart.
So what's the problem?
Chink Mimara, coin. Before he died, Anton's father sunk all his money into digging a new opening.
Oh, like a new mine shaft?
Aye. They say they hit a new seam in Gang.
And what about the silver?
The seam's really there, man. But with Sigismund's breathing down their necks, they can't keep hewing, if you know what I mean.
So, Anton has wealth, but he has to wait until Sigismund leaves.
Exactly. You got the gist of it. The poor fella has to wait until Ginger fucker gans to hell. Only in the meantime, Linnart's looking for a new bridegroom for Tess. All the Richard double-crosses.
What about you, Francie? Do you have a girl?
Plenty. 3 for each finger, even. What lass would want me, eh? A poor orphan with his toes sticking out of his boots.
That's sad.
Miner has to make some money, right?
And what of it? You know how much food costs here and everything else? Here in the city, grocery only goes so far. Not like in some village.
And the main thing is not to drink it all away, right?
Hold your water, lad. You're on thin ice here. You know what it's like to go down in the pit every day and break rocks in the pitch dark? It can get so tight down there that you want to get the fuck out straight away. Your heart starts pounding, but you can't shit your brakes, so you just keep hewing. Aye, any master carpenter makes more chink than me. And besides, if he falls off the roof, he's dead on the spot, in the pit. If it caves, then you're stuck there for days. Breath running out and praying to the Virgin Mary for mercy.
Damn, that's an awful way to go.
But don't get me wrong, it's not bad work. I'm not complaining, seriously. Yakkers are a good lot. They'll take anyone in.
Okay, we're here.
What's the meaning of this?
So here we are, your most fatherly holiness.
What? Do you take me for a fool?
Nah, I'm a fool here. Anton Caspar at your service.
I humbly apologize, Father Tobias. Anton here.
Entering a church stinking drunk like that? And with a sacred object? Have you no shame, you savage? You disgrace yourself, the Holy Church, and your honorable trade. In such a state, I will certainly not consecrate your stang.
Worthy Father, please, you know us. We're righteous men of the Mound, and without St. Anthony, we'll be disgraced at the competition.
You should have thought of that before getting drunk.
Father, Anton's in a bad way because they don't want to give him Tess, the cobbler's girl.
Do I look like a pauper? That cobbler needs a boot. In the cobbler's. I'll show him boot. He'll be begging me on his knees. I've got so much chink, I'm drowning in it.
For Christ's sake, Anton, man, be quiet for a moment. I beg of you, Father Tobias.
But I'm only doing it because of you, Franzi. Because you are an orphan, and your late mother was a pious and kind woman. Will you take the oath instead of Anton?
But I didn't know the oath, Father.
Good God. And what about you, boy?
Sorry, Father. I've never heard the oath.
Anton will say it for you, and you just repeat it correctly. Please, Henry. I'll do anything you want. Just salvage the situation.
So, friend, will you do a good deed? Even though these two hardly deserve it, I'll gladly give you absolution for your sins.
At least do it for Vlak. He wouldn't survive the shame.
Okay.
Father, but I'll try to salvage the situation.
I understand. Helping friends in need is a commendable act.
Anton, are you able to recite the oath?
Of course. I'd even say it myself, but nobody here will let me do it.
So go ahead, but nice and slow. Tell me the beginning of the oath, Anton.
We, the yakkers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before God to hew our shafts by his grace, and to make nae fashion better, but to ding away at the mound according to God's laws.
Wait, stop. One bit at a time.
I'm listening, son. But nice and politely, please.
What? I have to remember it.
How did it go? We, miners of Kuttenberg, swear before God to open the shafts with respect, without malice, and mine the vein honestly, according to the law of God.
Oh, Lady of the Seven Sorrows. All right, and then?
What's next, Anton?
Of course. We promise to graft proper, obey the gaffer and not pinch any ore or silver, but to give it by wreaths to the masters on the bank out by.
Good. That's enough for now.
Well, friend?
We vow to work hard, listen to our foreman, and duly hand over a share of the ore to the lords.
Very good, son. And what next?
How does the oath end?
We swore.
We swear
on
the feast days to leave Morn Toon
and DNA hewing, and to give a wee share from our adults and foys for the good of our souls and the greater glory of God.
What is he talking about?
What was that about adults again?
Boldly onwards, youngster.
We swear that on the feast day, we will not go to the tavern.
I don't know. I totally understand.
A few groschen to the church. For the greater glory of God.
What are you saying, boy? That doesn't make
Oh,
any
shit.
sense.
I'll give you one more chance, but don't try my patience.
Thank you, worthy father. Anton, how did it go? Say it again, slowly.
We swore on feast days to leave the moan tone and DNA hewing, and to give a wee share from
Moan
our
tone,
adults
DNA
and
hew.
foys for the good of our souls and the greater glory of God.
Very
bold.
We swear to not mine silver.
Glory to God in the highest, and 3 Sundays rejoice.
All right.
Anthony, patron and protector, intercede for these sinners, protect their souls, and grant success to their endeavors. In nomine Patri, et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. And now get out of here, you derelicts, before the good Lord changes his mind.
Thank you, worthy father. 1,000 thanks. We truly thank you.
What? He disappeared.
That was by the skin of our teeth, lads.
Old Tobias is strict but fair. I know him.
That mining jargon of yours gave me a headache, Franzi.
Ah, but you done reet well, nie fash.
Thanks. If that was a compliment.
Aye, muckle thanks for nie leaving us in the shit.
We're truly grateful to you.
Take this as a reward for not betraying us, and come in the morning to the shoot fest.
Well, I might come, but what about Anton here? Will he be able to shoot?
Oh, sure. He'll snap out of it in a few hours.
Hey, bother, kidder. I'll be fine. Hey, where's the puddle? I need to drown myself.
So you see,
What?
we yakkers can handle plenty. Like we see, everybody ends up on the bottom sometimes, but yakkers are there all the time.
Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Farewell, Tonys.
God be with you. We say God be with you. Remember that too.
All right. What map did he give us? Oh, he also gave us the underground of Gutenberg's map. Okay. All right. We want to go to the house. I want to finish the murder before this stream.
Wine from the best.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for...
What the hell was this?
Nothing too fish, come and get your fish here.
Come and take your...
You've come to train the young master, have you? You're right on time. Please, come in. Go into the courtyard. You'll have more than enough room there. I'll send the young master to you immediately. God be with you.
Let's save here first.
Sir.
He's the guy. He's cleaning the chicken.
Damn it! Those doors should be closed.
Oh.
Who could have opened it? Man, what's this dog doing here? Leave it! Shoo!
Please don't see me.
Quiet! Go away!
Fucking butt!
Leave it! Shoo!
Maybe I should reload the save.
Quiet! Go away! Leave it! Shoo!
Okay, I need to send Mutt to stay the fucking... Every single fucking time.
Mutt! Stay.
What's that I hear? All right. What was that? It was nothing.
Oh my god!
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Okay. Let's talk to the guy. Oh, we just finished it? That's it? Oh, wow. Can't believe it's actually it. I actually want to like see what happens. See if there's anything different. Can we actually like sword fight the guy?
Heel. Stay.
Alright.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Menhard said I'd have to wait a while for my lessons.
Well, that's true. But we had an opening, and Master Menhard immediately thought of you.
But of course. That's good. It doesn't matter. I'm actually glad it turned out like it did. At least Mother will leave me alone for a while.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much. She'd rather have me praying all day and night like her.
Well, maybe a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first I want to see if you have anything to teach me. Really? You wanted to draw iron right away? Well, I can lend you one. And next time, bring your own. Ich reiß dir deinen Arsch auf!
In God's name!
Come on. I'm hit.
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Yes. Young Lord learned it the hard way.
And after a few lessons, you'll only get better.
I hope so. I know the basic steps, but lack yes, I admit.
Excellent. That's enough for today. But before I go, I'd like to ask you something. What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course. It is fitting for someone of my standing.
And what about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah! A cleaver is more fitting for some yokel or bandit. Or a butcher. And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it. I wouldn't be ashamed of that one. But otherwise, they are for fat burghers and poor mercenaries.
And what about an axe? Have you ever held one?
No! Do you take me for a woodcutter?
An axe is pretty good.
Have you ever killed anybody?
What kind of question is that? Of course not.
I meant in battle.
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk. I want you to practice the basic posture. Nice and slow.
Yes, master.
Oh, so in that way, you can like sneak in up there.
What? What's going on here? What was that? Right. I suppose it was nothing.
How come there's like noble ladies' clothes here, eh? And he used an axe.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Wow. They are pretty wealthy for... Of course they are. They are like... They can hire people to teach him sword fighting.
Christ, pardon me.
Thank God. He didn't see anything.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary.
Can we talk to him? And we just like leave him.
Here, mutt.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick. Come and take
Mutt.
a look. Quality.
Okay.
Heel.
How's life treating you?
Amen.
Oh, he's like doing sermon.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
To be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
Catherine's a brunette.
Nobody's gonna get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry. We won't take our eyes off you.
Okay.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for
Oh,
it.
shit.
Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin.
Ugh.
Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
What a great actor. A dead fish. Not good.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize
She's
her.
the one.
What she says is true. Gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Oh god. Give me like. What? What? What the fuck? Huh? Why is he? What the hell?
I've been waiting for you. Ha! Oh! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ha! Ah! Oh! 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 Ah!
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you, but you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What?
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stan, you hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried to kill her. How many of the others had the same story?
Rubbish. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together. The mistress was convinced they were meeting in the evenings.
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right. That girl had a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important person like Master Hendel, and she would even cheat on our master with him? Disgusting.
Confess, then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families.
Oh,
Just
shit.
like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breathes, the lured whore.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grole. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
Mandalina just
This
takes
family
you
is
like that,
fucked
out
up.
of the blue. And you immediately obeyed her?
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yarka rejected me and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings. And that she had to be punished before she brought misfortune on someone. And
Go on. I'm listening.
that she deserved to die for all her sins. And she was right.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna kill you.
Let the law do
I'll
it.
hand you over to the city law.
I'm not worried, I'll have you know. My conscience is clear. They were all nobodies anyways. The bailiff should thank me for cleansing his city of them.
Oh, shut your mouth already. Don't make me regret my decision.
This quest is bugged at the end.
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet stop burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness?
That's fucked up.
They wanted to whore themselves out. They'll pay for
That
it
he
in hell.
that she thinks like that.
There's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
shit.
As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him.
She's crazy.
They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Well, I can send you to see the
You
god.
judged and punished some random girls. And now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Well, my job is. I remember that Denzel
You want
quote.
to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, Won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Well, if we kill her, she goes to the heaven. God will judge him. So goodbye.
Listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
I mean, how could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores. Hell! Lucifer everywhere! Fire and brimstone!
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right. All right. Do it then.
You can send the guard to the law. That guy doesn't mean shit.
Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
I'll see you later.
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait at yours.
Good. Good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. It was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Okay.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And what did they say to you? About the murderer and the body?
What do you think? They were shocked. And Thaddeus still tried to weasel out of it, but it didn't work.
That's good, the dirty swine.
Then he tried to blame everything on Mandalina, but that didn't help him. If not for him, none of those girls would be dead.
So? They're gonna break him on the wheel?
He'd certainly deserve it. But I think they're more likely to hang him quietly, to keep people from talking about how a murderer was running around and nobody noticed.
Yes, it's true. If they had tried more, then maybe...
But he'll be dead, and we'll finally have some peace and quiet. For which I am terribly glad.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumir?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You
It'd
helped
be
me
my
when I was in
heads.
need and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls die because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders, and you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
Nice. We got a Gutenberg Night Shield. Okay. But I think that's it for today. Wait a minute, I can learn something from it? Oh, all of a sudden we are not friends anymore.
Come here.
Get moving! Next time, don't come in here without permission.
I want to talk to you. Or maybe it's Catherine. We can learn things from Catherine. I see.
I don't understand how you always get people to tell you anything you want.
We women have it in our blood.
What? Spying?
No, you rogue. Knowing how to listen. And also how to size people up.
It'd be good to learn a few tricks from you.
I can't now. Come back later.
I'd like to learn a few.
I can't.
Ah. So it's probably like speech or something like that. But yes, we gonna end here today. I'm actually like, let's go to the hole and save it there. And tomorrow we will finish the shooting quest, and maybe we will start investigating the fake money. But that serial killer, it's kind of fun. Kind of liked it.
Be careful.
Okay. And we have a book, I think. Let's actually like read the book too. And I'll say, alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.